Hello everybody, it's Unfiltered Wrestling. I'm Dan Unfiltered. Let's talk about TLC. I don't even know what acronym to come up with. Damn sure didn't table, ladders, and chairs. Doesn't deserve that. Edge, Christian, Dudley Boys, Hardy Boys. That's TLC. This doesn't deserve that. I don't even know what. Totally lame catastrophe. How about that? Is that good enough? Well, that wasn't good, but it might be good enough. It's kind of fitting. Let's just get into it. The kickoff show. Humberto Carrillo versus Andrade. And damn, I wish they would have kept his name with C and almost. Andrade just seems bland, but whatever. I just feel like I've seen that match a lot, and it came out of nowhere. Carrillo won. Why is he getting such a push out of nowhere? And then after the match, Andrade and Zelina Vega kind of got into it. It's kind of like hinting at tension. Don't do that. Do not break them up. Do people not remember what Andrade was doing before Zelina Vega in NXT? That's in NXT. Nothing. That's correct. He was doing absolutely nothing. Why would we want to go back to that? Why would anyone want that for him? He was not even just a jobber. He was barely on television. Now on the main card, we had the ladder match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The New Day versus The Revival. And this might have been the best match of the night. Not surprising, but it was underwhelming, if that makes any sense. It was still underperformed what I expected from it. That's kind of how the whole card was. Like whatever your expectations were for something, everything just went under. This was good. It was a good match. Wasn't great. And when you have the New Day versus the Revival in a ladder match, come on, that's supposed to be match of the year caliber stuff, and it's not. It wasn't even close to a match of the year caliber thing. Was it even match of the month? I don't even know about that. I would say no. If you add in things that happen on a regular NXT, it was better. It was alright. It was okay. New Day won. There you go. You know what I mean? That's kind of how the whole card was. Then we had Aleister Black versus Buddy Murphy, which, very hard-hitting match. I did like the match. This was a good one. I'm kind of ready for Aleister Black to actually get into a legitimate feud against someone who actually has a shot at beating him. He's been up for a long time. I think over a year. And he's yet to have a real feud. I'm tired of the knock on my door garbage. Like, it's kind of run its course. Like, no one's coming. Who? Or you get the Big Show to all of a sudden return and knock on your door? Who? Because it needs to be someone big in name at this point. It can't just be Cesaro and Buddy Murphy. I don't want to see Mustafa Ali. I don't want to see Humberto Carrillo, Ricochet. Give me someone. Give me someone big. Like, not just size, but just give me someone that's make this storyline worth it. But yes, Aleister Black won. We knew he would. Very good match. Very good match. I just wish there was more storytelling to it and more of a reason for it to happen. Like a blood feud. I just think Aleister's time. And Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy's one of the best wrestlers in the company. I think he's by far the best seller. He deserves to do something that feels more important than just a match we know he's going to lose. So we had the Raw tag title match. The Viking Raiders versus mystery opponent. Ooh, who could it be? The returning Dudley Boys? The Hardy Boys? Could it be someone from NXT? Nope. It's the OC. It's the club. Why even make that a mystery then? Why make people's imaginations go wild? Which that's naturally going to happen for wrestling fans or just human beings. Just for it to be someone that we can just see watch you wrestle on Raw, in which we did less than 24 hours later on Raw this week. They just had a rematch. Like, yeah, that's how I feel about this match. It's just who cares? Who cares? And this one even ended in a double count out. Yeah, on a pay-per-view with a mystery opponent. Lame mystery opponent, double count out. Just don't have this happen on the card and give some other match 10 more minutes. Seriously. What a waste of everyone's time. Ugh. Ugh. And this, what I thought was going to be the main event of the night, TLC match, Roman Reigns versus King Corbin. I thought it was going to be the main event, actually. It was finishing, like, all the SmackDowns. Like, it was like the main event angle. Nope. This is just happened, I think, the third or fourth match of the night? I think fourth. Fourth? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Fourth official match of the night. And this also was lackluster. Like, I didn't expect it to be great. Because I feel like they've been feuding for 3-4 years is what it fucking feels like. But I thought because of the TLC aspect, there would be carnage. When it first started, Roman Reigns threw a bunch of people through a bunch of Corbin's like minions through a table or two and stuff like that. But once they both got in the ring, most of the match happened with him just wrestling. Ugh, why? I don't want to see Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin in a wrestling match at TLC during a TLC match. Then to make it worse, Ziggler appeared, the Revival appeared. It was just a full-blown King Corbin's Court, or whatever the hell they want to call themselves. And Roman lost. Which I don't understand why they're continuously having him lose at this point. It's kind of time to start building momentum for the guy. And I'm not a Roman guy. I'm not a huge Roman fan like that. I used to hate the guy. But it's time, just in terms of booking. It is time. He's one of your top stars. Mania is getting close. It's time to start winning some matches. You can't be putting over Baron Corbin right now. Let's let that go. Then we have the Universal Championship match. The Miz versus Bray. This is probably the best thing on the card. It's not because it was amazing, but just for fun and interest. Bray Wyatt's entrance was outstanding. And he was not the Fiend. He was regular Bray Wyatt, the Funhouse version of Bray Wyatt. Came out to the Funhouse theme. Came out skipping around, smiling, holding his title belt like it was the most precious thing in the world. It was great. It was great. He stood on the announce table. He stood on the barricade, stood on the steel steps, holding the title up to the crowd, pandering to him, waving with just a great smile. It was actually a fantastic entrance. Like he went to get into the ring, and he stopped and came back out for one last cheer from the crowd. Went back in, did it again, then went back in, and the crowd was chanting one more time. One more. And he did it again! Great! That's fantastic. It was really good. Miz looking pissed the whole time, like he wants to beat the shit out of him because of the whole storyline, which, even though it's only been 2 weeks long, it's been one of the better things they're doing in the company, if not the best thing. But then the match was weird. It was booked very strange. The Miz was beating his ass. That's good. That's fine. But then Bray would get in a little offense or attempt offense just to it get countered and then him go back to being passive. It's like I would have preferred if he was getting his ass kicked and was passive Bray, this funhouse childlike version of Bray, and then suddenly snap and destroy Miz. Instead it was like little teases and weird moments, and then he finally snaps and wins. I don't know, it was kind of strange. Didn't really like the match itself, but the entrance of Bray Wyatt Fantastic. And Bray won, so that also is good. It's sad that we have to be so thorough on making sure Bray Wyatt wins a fucking match nowadays. Or just ever, actually. Next up, tables match. Rusev versus Bobby Lashley. Which has been probably the worst feud of the last year or two in WWE. The match was kind of garbage. Is anyone surprised? Like, I don't even know why they made this a table match. Like, it just... that's how I feel. Lana probably should have went through a table just for that moment. Rusev probably should have at least got to do that. Lashley wins. I don't know. And they even botched the ending. Lashley tried to spear him. It fucked up, so he just grabs him and throws Rusev through a table. I don't know. Hopefully, it's not. We know it's not over because Lashley won. So that just means we have a whole other month of this garbage, at least. The pay-per-view just wasn't. It didn't do very well. Let me just say that. Wasn't put together well. And then we had the TLC match, the main event for the Women's Tag Team Championship, the Kabuki Warriors versus Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. This was sloppy, man. It really was. And no offense to ladies, but I think it's time to... Do we have to make them the main event every time now? Like, if Lesnar's not at the pay-per-view, do they have to be the de facto main event? Like, seriously. Do they have to be? Like, damn. Like, this didn't... It didn't feel like it needed to be. I don't think it should have been. But at the same time, I can't blame them for doing it. All the other matches in the card were trash, too. Not just the way it played out, but the build. Like, it just... There really was no main event caliber match on this card. From what they've been doing on TV, it should have been Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins, but they didn't even have a match here. Neither of them. That's who should have been the main event, Rollins versus Owens. Because how the hell have we put the brands together for each pay-per-view, dual branded pay-per-views, and this is what a card looks like? Where is everyone? Is the entire roster injured? Is everyone hurt? Yeah, this match was just, it was messy, it was ugly. It was really, really ugly. And then I think Kairi Sane got hurt at one point. I think she might have had a concussion or something. And because of the size of the women, multiple times tables didn't break when they should have. And when the women should have just done it again to get the table to break for the spot, they didn't. And they just moved on. So we have a full table just fucking sitting there. Yeah, not good. And then just Kairi Sane and Asuka win in a lackluster mess of a match. Tables didn't break. It just wasn't good. Well, it wasn't good one bit. And then make it weird to finish it off. Roman Reigns and Baron Corbin throughout the night had a little segment where they were fighting backstage and other people started fighting. And it became like heels versus faces and a locker room war, I guess is what they're trying to do here. And that's how the show ended, with a locker room war piling out into the ring area. And Roman spearing Corbin off of some ledge down into a pile of the men, heels and faces. Great visual, but it's like, well, why don't you just let Roman Corbin be the main event and let that all just escalate out of hand into this, instead of that mess of a women's thing, only for their moment to then get taken immediately away by Roman and Corbin. I don't know. I didn't like it. And also with the Roman Corbin thing, if the baby faces are gonna stick up for Roman in the end, where the fuck were they when all the heels were coming out, Revival and Dolph Ziggler and the Bobby Roodes of the world coming out to help Baron Corbin? during the TLC match with Roman? Where were the faces? Where were his friends then? Would they wait for him to lose and then helped him in the locker room in the back? That doesn't make sense. Get your big asses out there. Like, this storyline is clear about who's the locker room leader. If it's me voting right now, just based on what I'm watching, it's Baron Corbin. He at least had men who came out to help him during his match. Roman got his ass kicked and no one came out to help. Not a soul. Doesn't sound like they're behind you, Roman. But then to end the show, half the roster was out there for both. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make any sense. And the Miz thing is to finish it off. Daniel Bryan did make a return after the Miz Bray Wyatt match. He returned. He had a shadowy figure in a hoodie came out. Everyone knew who it was. Like, it was pretty clear. And he gave a running knee to Bray Wyatt and took off the hood and then took off the hoodie, and he's got no beard and shaved head. He's the American Dragon version of Daniel Bryan, the original heel version in WWE. I'm okay with it. I'm perfectly fine with it. Like, you knew he was once the thing was happening. But even that, I wasn't too excited just because the whole card kind of killed me. It kind of killed the momentum of everything that happened. It just did. Just did. I probably would have rathered Miz and Bray to happen first, just so the Daniel Bryan angle could still be super hot, the crowd still super awake, and the crowd was dead through most of the show. They did perk up for the Daniel Bryan moment when he came back, but overall, not a good show at all. I give TLC an F. I don't usually give Fs, like F is like an A+ to me, where they're very rare. But this one, just nothing. You could have missed TLC and nothing would have changed for you. You could have missed this Raw, nothing would have changed. You could have missed 48 hours of wrestling and not missed anything. Everything would have been just fine. So, yeah, that's how I feel about it. I mean, if you're not going to have anything actually happen, please at least let the matches be entertaining. They didn't do that. So, that's just what it is. It's a damn shame, especially when you have tables, ladders, and chairs. How are you not at least entertaining? Like, seriously. How are you at least not entertaining and exciting? There wasn't a single spot that I have never seen before. You couldn't give me something? I don't need an Edge Jeff Hardy spear off the top of a ladder, but you couldn't think of one thing that we haven't seen before when you have tables, ladders, and chairs involved? There wasn't a single holy shit moment. Not one. Not one where I'm like, oh, this is awesome, or what a move. Nothing. Nada. And a TLC card. That's not good. But I'm getting out of here, guys. If you're still here, please hit like. Please subscribe. Please tell other people to subscribe. Go on. I don't care how you do it. If you have friends, let them know. Or go to other wrestling channels if you know them. Let people know in the comment section there that there's a new person doing wrestling reviews and wrestle talks. Let me know what you guys can do. I'd appreciate it. And if you are still here, you are a real one.